Here at Brevolution, we are incredibly proud to present our Brewster Dominator Pro, and now I'd like to give you a walkthrough of the Brewster Dominator Pro. As you can see, it has this nice large display, and of course it's Wi-Fi controlled. I'll just move to the other side because it's actually a bit easier from there. Then we have our side glass, and of course we've designed it so that you can connect the pump, allowing you to run hot water through it, or you can use it for cleaning. This process is managed via the integrated pump system. Moving back here, we have a dedicated inlet specifically designed for the sparge water to enter. And then, on the other side of the unit, there is the manual handle for the valve, which allows you to precisely control the water flow for both mash out or the sparging process. In addition to all of those features, we have also built a comprehensive system that incorporates several different dimensions and custom specifications to meet your needs so we get greater efficiency. The brewing system has become wider and lower. That means it can hold the same amount. There are 40 liters to the rim. But the difference is that the mash bed becomes lower, which means you get better flow through and improved efficiency. In addition, back here we have our pump pipe, where besides the fact that the pump is of course electronically adjustable, you can also adjust it manually. Previously, many steps were done manually. One of the major improvements with the Brewster Dominator Pro is that we've now also installed a significantly more powerful and efficient pump system, because now it doesn't just need to handle the mashing process. This one can also manage cleaning and perform mash out. So that requires a completely different level of power. That's why we've put in a much better pump. In addition, you can see here that we've also made a significant number of improvements to the design. There is a convenient lid located right here, which actually allows you to easily access the essential internal components inside and replace them if it ever becomes necessary. It is very easy to access. If you look down into the kettle, you can see that there are sturdy holders for the insert, and at the same time, there's a conical bottom where it draws from the base. This design feature means it can thoroughly and completely empty out the kettle without you ever having to tilt it from one side or the other. So that is the main kettle part itself. Now let us move over here to look at the redesigned insert. And this insert, as you can see, is not quite as tall as the previous version anymore. We have made some extra holes here, and we have also removed the overflow pipe. So in order to avoid a mash stop, we have made these specific holes. This allows for a good flow through of the liquid, even if there happens to be a little bit of a mash stop. There are no problems with that at all. Of course, it can still cut through. This unit is fully detachable. The great thing about this is that it's sized so it can fit right in a dishwasher. And cleaning the whole thing just has to be easy. It is also very easy to assemble up here. As you can see, the system suddenly isn't very tall anymore, so it's also easy to get a full overview of. Right now I'm standing at a high table, but it's still very easy to manage. In the pot, there was a conical bottom, and right above that conical bottom, we have a bottom filter. This unit is designed to fit perfectly inside any standard dishwasher. When you are ready to put it in, you will notice it uses a very simple and intuitive click system for secure placement. Then, of course, we have our newly redesigned lid. This is a brand new lid style where we have specifically engineered this hole right in the middle. This allows the machine to wash itself thoroughly without any debris sitting above the pot during the cycle. Finally, you get a very sturdy and comfortable handle to carry it with ease. You should insert it with this bracket securely on, primarily because the unit can weigh up to 20 kilograms in total. And if you happen to have a small crane system available, it's really great that it can hang like this. Then you have the main pump pipe, which fits precisely over here and can easily swivel underneath this section. The important thing to remember about these specific cam locks is that when you carefully turn this one here, when you have a pump that is as powerful as this, the connections can slowly start to work themselves open. That is why this kit comes with 2 carabiners, so you can just attach them to the loops like this. There. And once attached, they can't come loose. It also comes with a fluid hose and 2 of these small things, what do you call them? Hose clamps, which you attach right here, just like that. And then you have the mash head. there's about a 10 centimeter long shaft. And we have pretty large holes here. And this plate here, this plate ensures that you don't just spray a channel down into the malt. So basically, you place the plate on top of the malt. And then this mash head simply distributes the wort over the malt. And of course, it runs through by gravity. The point of this is that you need to avoid oxygen under the mash. So when there's a 2 to 3 centimeter water surface on, then the wort is released under the water surface. Now you can see here, a really good little tip is to just wet it a bit with water. And the hose as well, so you can adjust it very precisely, and then it slides very smoothly. Can you see that? So you can just adjust the height so it fits exactly. This is the height down to the malt, and then you attach your clamp here. And as you can see, you just lay it down on top there, and then it works perfectly. And of course, we'll demonstrate that later. Good, that's it. Then of course, there's this one, which is the connector. And this is simply a specially made connector for the Brewster Dominator Pro. So when you have a sparge water kettle, this one naturally comes with it, so you can connect everything together. And it fits right here. I'll just pull it back. There we go. And it's great quality. Then we have the last two things here. This specific setup is designed for when you are just about to begin the mashing out process. We currently have the main water supply line connected to the system. To ensure everything flows correctly, you will need to add an extra extension to the pump pipe. Now, I am going to go ahead and turn this first. You will notice that when you lift the inner insert up like this, the standard pump pipe simply can't reach the bottom anymore. To fix this, we are using heavy-duty carabiners to secure the connections so that the entire assembly doesn't shake apart during the brewing process. And it works exactly just like this. Then we have carefully developed and designed a specialized little mash-out head where the wort is pumped in a downward direction and not upward, like it does with the zip head. So it is very important that you remember to use the black mash head. It fits perfectly right here in this spot. Remember to securely clamp it down here, and then it simply stands there, effectively pumping in the water from below and spreading it out evenly and consistently over the top with ease. And of course, you should remember this little clamp again so you don't end up with wort everywhere, because that can definitely happen. Perfect. So that's the basic package one. That's what you get with basic package one. That is when you buy a Brewster Dominator Pro.